guys, so got another one to go over. This one's been a long time coming. This one suffered the COVID crisis of getting lost in the mail and finally made its way my way. A couple of the parts that I'd sent off. So we are finally here with this one. So this is a custom cerakoted Kraken dial. So silver dial that we overlaid black, and then we overlaid orange, then we overlaid black, and then scuffed down, revealing some of the orange, and then in parts scuffing down low enough that you can see some of the silver. And then I did a silver handset on this one, and then I went back through and did a long loom orange second hand. So that's that build. Did this in a bead blasted case. So this is bead blasted all the way around. Anchor engraved crown. Bead blasted shark tooth orange tachymetre insert that is on there. It's decently tight. Box tuck engraved on the side, and we got it a little bit iridescent action on there. As you can see, this is on a black leather with orange stitching. Lower profile exhibition caseback, the black rotor in there, stainless steel movement holder. But this one is also going to come with a bead blasted engineered band that's Kraken engraved. So that will also come with it. And that one has quick release spring bars on there, so that can be switched easily. Now, getting these ones off, these are pretty thick. So as you can see, very thick strap. So getting these off might be a little tougher, but if you put your finger here and indent the hell out of it and push up, here you can see your spring bar. Same on this side. Oh man, you gotta really squeeze. But you can get to it and pop it out. And Chris, if these ever become a little too tight for you, it's like this one's still working its way in, right? It can move freely. I'm not really putting that much pressure on it, but you can see it doesn't fall by itself. This one doesn't necessarily either, but it's because these ends are really thick. And a trick to that, if this ever becomes like annoying to you, granted it's going to go around your wrist just fine, you know. It's going to contour to your wrist and bend around just fine, so that's not going to be a problem. But if you ever want it to be like floppier, I take a drill bit and about the size of the hole, put it in there, and then I just hold pressure against the direction I'm wanting it to open towards, which would be towards the case. So I'd open it here, drill, and kind of pull that way where it's kind of eating into it. And you might think that it's going to go quick. It doesn't really go quick. You're not going to put it on there and like burst it a couple times and go, oh crap, I did it too much. You're going to hold it there for 10, 15 seconds maybe. I guess it just depends on what drill setting you have it on. But that will open up the holes a little bit that way. But that's that build. So I was just on a man, my fingers still have oil and such in them. I was on about a job site and working on a bunch of stuff. So man, they're worse than I thought. All right, so all of my builds, they come on a unidirectional bezel. So it can turn this way, it can turn that way. It will just be a little bit tighter. So nothing wrong, there's no clicking involved. These are automatic and mechanical, so you can wear them to keep them running, you can wind them, or you can put them in a watch winder. And as you can see, it's still running because, and I don't wear it, so I wound it last night to make sure it would be good today. Okay, Google, what time is it? 11:22 a.m. So I either set that a minute ahead or I need to tone it back a bit. It looks good. But how this works is you will unscrew your crown. When it comes off the threads, but you haven't pulled it out and you can hear it and feel it clicking, that's when you can wind it. Now wind is this direction. Back this way is nothing, but this is a quicker way to do it than to like reposition your hands and do it like this. If you go back and forth on this for a good 4 or 5 seconds before you wear it. Even if you're not very active, you are going to keep it ticking. If you wind it for something closer to 20 seconds, you're going to max out your 31-hour power reserve, which is the max it's going to go, though I've had them go longer than that. But you can't overwind it, so you can sit here and wind this all day if you want, but it's only going to get a 31-hour power reserve. And if you pull it to the one and only click, you see it pop out. Now you can set your time. It's not a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. But you can set your time wherever you like. And you'll notice, due to having a wobble crown, that wobbles. This is deflecting lateral pressure on the stem from going into the movement. So whenever I'm setting them, I'm kind of pulling back as I do it. Okay, Google, what time is it? 11:24 a.m. And it also makes it nice and easy to push it right back over and thread it down. So as always, every build comes with color matching fancy beads. This one comes with a black Kraken box. Since he's been waiting on this for a minute, here's already his personalized cards. Shows what he's getting, and his warranty card. So warranty cards shift each year, so I know what 2 years is from by looking at the card. So with every build, also, as I referenced before, his is coming with these, with that, and obviously his matching spring bars. Every build comes with watch cleaner. This is good for all glass and metal parts. So if it was on this, the whole watch, this is non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. We've got some leather conditioner. This is good to keep that leather strap perfect. So if it ever gets hard or not as soft, just apply a little bit, let it soak in, remove any excess. A little bit will go a long way. That should last as long as you have the watch. So years and years and years and years and years. And lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon repackaged. It's essentially the same thing as Polywatch. And the purpose of that is this is an acrylic glass and you can scratch it. And if you do, just put a little bit on there. Think of what you're putting on there is what's going to fill that scratch. So if you put a bunch on there, you're just going to be pushing around all over the glass. So put a little bit on there, buff against it. So you're filling it, right? Go against it, not with it. Not rubbing it out of the scratch, but into the scratch. So go against it, back and forth. To get it going quicker, utilize a nice soft microfiber like one that's included. Generate some heat with your thumb. It seems to kind of solidify it and lock it in quicker. So about 15 seconds later, this will be perfect glass. And that's your build, sir. So hopefully you like it. That is, I don't know how I describe that. That's the cerakoted Kraken dial in a bead blasted case. So yeah, that's it. That's the build. So if you guys like these builds and you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out to me. And if you want to continue to see these builds in real time, like and subscribe as I put them out often if I'm not doing other side work. So get back into it here quickly. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. See ya.